Hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. So today's adventure, we're doing a compare and contrast video of some outlet malls, comparing of Dalton's outlet mall and Calhoun, Georgia's outlet mall. And we're also going to go stop by Bucky's for a little bit, for a little update over there. So just a little bit of a fun little vlog adventure today. But we're going to go start out here and go ahead and explore a little bit more, because we were here last time when I did a town update, kind of talk about what the future projects or future ideas that's going to be happening in the city. Plus, I got it right or wrong. I spoke about, because I said that over here was the Dairy Queen, but really it's not over here. It's actually more by the Outback, which we're going to make our way over there in a little bit to show you guys the remnants of the old Dairy Queen. But we're going to walk around, show you the shops they have to offer over there. Then we're going to make our way to Calhoun and walk around their outlet mall and what it has to offer. And then I'll kind of share what my opinion is of what could be better and what could be lacking. And I'll kind of give you the ultimate deciding of what is the better outlet mall to go visit compared to the Dalton or the Calhoun one. We all know Chattanooga has a pretty awesome mall and all that stuff too, but we're going to talk a little bit more of a small town kind of basis here. So, without further ado, my friends, sit back, relax, and enjoy yourselves. And here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living and traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of the South to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
And to start out the vlog here, I wanted to say I'm going to right some wrongs from my last vlog, even though I wrote it down and pinned it in the comments. But I just want to kind of clarify and let you guys know I was wrong about a particular location of the burnt down Dairy Queen. We're going to make our way over there in a minute. But I believe over here, where the used to be remnants of an old building, I've been told it was called a Bel Air Grill, I believe it was called, in an Oshkosh. I heard this from a friend of mine and a subscriber, with a Dalton native that loves my channel, kind of had to correct me. So for those who watched my vlog last time, I'm sorry for the incorrection. A little lack of research on my part there. So I do know that the Dairy Queen was this direction. So we're going to make our way over there now. Okay, so right where I'm standing, this is where the sign of the Dairy Queen would have been, over here by the Outback Steakhouse. And you guys can see the tiles and the burnt marks throughout this area here. Gonna walk around here to give you an idea, because clearly that's the drive-through right here. So, it's right here. So right where I'm standing right now, folks, this is where the burnt down Dairy Queen was located. I, for some odd reason, thought it was over there, but like I said, that's just the remnants of Oshkosh and Bel Air Grill. So, my apologies. This is what remains of Dairy Queen near Walnut Avenue in Dalton, Georgia. But the new location is on Cleveland Highway on the opposite side of town. So if you're getting off the interstate, just make your way down that way and get off the Rocky Face exit, and you make a veer right, then you make a left, and then you can make yourself all the way to the new Dairy Queen that direction. I really cannot wait for the project to move forward here, because it's just that empty spaces over there and that burnt down Dairy Queen, it's just an eyesore. But I just cannot wait for some new updates here. But there's definitely some things to offer over here. Of course, you got the oyster, the Mexican grill, rack room shoes. You got a nail place over there. Tuesday morning, you got Toxic Planet Collectables. We're gonna make our way over there actually. They got the Dollar Tree and the Harley-Davidson dealership. So you got things to check out here for sure. But it's going to be a little different compared to the Calhoun Mall we'll be checking out. Got a place I would love to check out sometime, the Market Street Billiards Club. and the edible arrangements for sure. And here we are, Toxic Planet Collectables. Let's go ahead and check this out. So this is a collectible store here in Dalton. It just opened up not too long ago. So we got some jerseys, especially the Bulldogs. A lot of pops as well. We're gonna make our way over there in a minute. Got some coffee mugs and action figures. Look at that. Dr. Strange. No, that's not Dr. Strange. That's who is that guy? Dr. Fate. I should have known that. Got a lot of fun collectibles here. Some anime. I do not want to mess with you. Whoever this guy is, leave in the comments below. Who is this guy? This is pretty cool. Galactus. I don't really know much about Galactus lore. I just know that he eats planets. And of course, there's the Silver Surfer, who's one of his heralds. But who's the Golden Lady? I have never heard of her. I have to brush up on some of my Marvel knowledge. But I'd love to see Galactus to come into the MCU. Of course, the Pops. Action figures. More Pops. These are kind of fun. The Blue Spirit, Aang, Korra, and Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. One of my favorite series of Nickelodeon. I love them both equally, actually. I think they're a lot of fun. Very creative show. There's also a little communal hangout area. Go watch a movie, hang out, talk about your favorite collectibles. It also has some complimentary popcorn. Gotta love that. Don't forget to play a good game of ping pong while you're at it. Look at some anime posters. And check out this Office Space Pops. Look at that. You got Milton. Oh, Bill Lumberg. Is this vlog great? Check out these 3D posters. This my brother-in-law would get a kick out of. You got Spidey, Venom, the Hulk, the Avengers, more Spider-Man, Captain America. I like this one. That's cool. And don't forget to pick up your anime books. Look at that. How did I miss this little figure here? That is a Venom-possessed Deadpool. Wicked. But as you can see, the gist of this outlet mall, there's enough shops around here and a good amount of variety to choose from to eat. But again, like I said in my last vlog, it's going to be updated and I hope it's going to look really nice. So I cannot wait for the projects to come. We can bring more people to go to the businesses here, because there's some really good businesses that are here at this outlet mall, but just need some love, you know. Why don't we go ahead and pack it up and make our way to Calhoun? So we made our way to the Calhoun Outlet Marketplace Outlet Mall Center area. To really get here, you have to go down Outlet Place Drive, getting off of the Fairmount and Rome exit. Then the main way of inside is go down this road, you turn right, and you make your way here. So clearly, as you can see, the outlet mall here in Calhoun is a lot bigger. It offers a lot more name brand things as well. But we go for a little walk around, kind of show you what's going on. Rack Outfitters is right over here, but can't tell if it's actually opened or closed because there's some ladders and some boxes in there, so probably going to be opening soon, but I'll look that up and we'll find out later on. And over there, between Sunglasses and Outfitters, something new should be coming very soon, or an opportunity for a new business, so kind of be on the lookout for that. A Lee Wrangler, and a salon, and a coffee shop, Famous Footwear, Children's Place. And just kind of point out, there is lots of outlet stores in this outlet mall. You got American Eagle Outfitters. And you can see at some places there's remnants of what used to be here too. Don't know what store was here before, but there's definitely opportunity to put some more businesses here. Gonna pull a little Ralph Lauren right over here. And speaking of Oshkosh Bagosh, Carter's Oshkosh right here. Not in Dalton anymore, but here in Calhoun. And don't forget about your Old Navy outlet shop. And as you can see here, another empty place for a business to open up. And check this out. We got a Sunglasses Hut over here. And look, another Sunglasses Hut right here. So you got two Sunglasses Huts on the same side of the mall. Why is there two Sunglasses Hut? Kind of beats me, but yeah, if you want extra sunglasses, and two Sunglasses Huts. Something that Dalton doesn't offer in their parking lots, but the Calhoun Outlet Mall offers, are some charging ports for the electric cars. So moving forward around here. Now we made our way to the opposite side of the Calhoun Outlet Mall and seeing that there's more empty spaces over here. And as you can see, there's not much to eat around here. So you got events and cafe over here and then the coffee shop on the other side. But that's basically what you get for eating options here. Over here by Levi's, got a little more of an inviting area, just a place to chill. We got a Coke machine over there with picnic tables and fun little rides for the kids. Got a fake little ice cream truck, Snoopy and Bert and Ernie on a fire truck. But yeah, a little more cleaner, a little more inviting than the Dalton Mall for sure. So we took a little bit of time today to really explore the outlet malls of Dalton and Calhoun. And we're going to sit down and talk and compare and contrast later on in the vlog. But I am getting hungry. So why don't we go ahead and make our way to Ruby Tuesdays. And here we are, friends, Ruby Tuesday. Always a special treat to eat at Ruby Tuesdays. I got myself a jalapeno quesadilla bacon burger alongside with some good old onion rings and a sweet peach tea. There's nothing better in life like a good full moon and some Bucky's. And I gotta tell you, friends, usually it's very crowded at Bucky's all the time, but this time it's actually pretty less crowded. It's a little 7 o'clock at night right now on a Friday, so actually pretty nice to be pretty close to a Bucky's. And I actually parked, I'm not gonna show you my car, but I parked in this parking lot here, and I'm that close to the entrance. And usually I'm all the way back here or something because it's always so crowded. But yeah, let's go see what Bucky's has for new merch. And checking out the wages they're paying right now at Bucky's, and look at this, they actually increased their pay. I believe it was $15 an hour for the lowest paid job, now it's $16 an hour. Way to go alongside with inflation, Bucky's. And here we are, friends, check this out. We got ourselves the Mardi Gras Bucky's. This is so cool. You got the beads in the little gesture hat in the... Look at that, the Yeti. Look at the back. Peace, love, and Mardi Gras. And Bucky's. This is awesome. But they still got the Valentine's Day blankets here. As he here says, exit now. The road to my heart is paved in beaver nuggets. That is pretty awesome. I like that. I'm really tempted to get one of these magnets, but these are really funny and clever. I love this one. Eat here and get gas. They should also say use our restrooms too. Now this one's really cool. The moon landing with Bucky on it. I came across these here. They're called Buzz Balls. See, they're alcoholic beverages. This is like a chocolate flavored one and a strawberry margarita one. And there's like a normal flavors one here. A peach chiller. And then there's a lime Rita chiller. It kind of reminds me of a thermal detonator from Star Wars. But it also reminds me of the Coke bottles and the Sprite bottles shaped as thermal detonators in the Galaxy's Edge Star Wars. And here's the Valentine's Day shirts, my friends. So you can still get them while supplies last. The road to my heart is paved with beaver nuggets. I saw that in the blanket. Isn't that right, Bucky? And I gotta say, coming to Bucky is a little past 7 o'clock at night. You have plenty of room to move around in, because usually it's wall-to-wall crowds in here. Hey friends, we're back at my house. We just got back from Calhoun, and I had to sit down and think about what outlet mall is better. And I know a lot of my viewers are probably thinking Calhoun's the best one, hands down, or some might even say Dalton's good, but you know, I'm trying to be less biased as I can, is I just truly sit down and think about which one is the best that offers and what is better, what's worse, or whatever. So just compare and contrast, and I'll give you guys my final answer of what I think is the better outlet mall to go visit if you live in Calhoun or Dalton. So we just walked around the Dalton outlet mall, and as you can see, a lot of work needs to be done over there. That's the kind of like the downfall. It's just kind of, it's not pretty. So we got a little ways to go to make it look nicer. I'm just glad that there's future projects going along around that area to make it look good and to bring more people to their businesses over there. So, but there was that really cool collectible store. Like Dalton's been needing a store like that for quite some time. So a little place like that needs a lot of love, especially if you love toys and collectibles or those pop thingies. So, so glad that that's here in town. It looks like a pretty cool place just to hang out and, you know, talk about toys and talk shop about nerdy stuff. So I'm glad it's something like that's in Dalton. And I just around that outlet mall area, just there's more places to eat at that outlet mall area. So that's always a plus, because if you're going out shopping, you want to have a good selection of food to go and eat. So of course, you know, indoor malls, you have food courts. When you have outlet malls or outdoor malls, you kind of want to have a good selection of food. And there's a good amount of shops, but there's also some areas to go and eat. You got Outback, you got the Oyster Pub, you got the Mexican Grill, and I think, well, you have Cracker Barrel on the other side. So I guess we count the Cracker Barrel right there. So you got options to eat when you go shopping in the Dalton Outlet Mall, but just looking wise and things like that, it's just not really the best in my opinion. But that's the upside, more options to eat. But there's some shops, but not as many shops as we saw in the Calhoun Mall as we walked around, and lots of good designer shops and a lot of outlet designer shops. So outlet mall, and you know, the Old Navy, you got Oshkosh Bagosh for your kids or Carter's, which Dalton used to have one back in the day as I walked around that spot and that big patch of nothing, what I thought where the Dairy Queen was. But you know, that's got some options for your kids there. And but two Sunglasses Hut, I don't know why an outlet mall needs two stores, but yet again, when I was living in Chicago, there was literally a Walgreens or a Starbucks like on the same block from each other. And when I worked at Mattress Firm in Chattanooga, off of Hickson, when you go down 153, there's the outlet Mattress Firm store with a bunch of used mattresses and resold mattresses at that store. But then maybe a couple more blocks up the street, there's just another store. So, you know, that's probably what it is for their case. But you have two duplicate stores in that outlet mall. But a lot of good designer shops that are over there. But as we kind of walked around with the little downfall of it, there's just a lot of closed down stores, a lot of empty spaces. So opportunity, like you kind of think of it that way, you have opportunity to put more stuff in the Calhoun outlet mall. I keep thinking I'm about to say Cohutta. You have more opportunity to put it in the outlet mall in Calhoun. So you have a great franchise or a great idea, and it's decent rent. And then you got the Calhoun Outlet Mall to put it in, but it lacked places to eat. All there was a cafe and a coffee shop, and that was it. And I remember back in the day when when I shopped there a little more often with Lindsay, there was an authentic gourmet popcorn shop, like all different flavors, kinds of popcorn. It was a fun shop. There was also one in Hickson a long time ago, but yeah, but you have all this flavor of popcorn in there, but that does not exist anymore. So I think it needs to be more options to eat at the Calhoun Outlet Mall. But what I liked about it was clean and it looked very up to date, very 21st century. It was nothing was like remnants of demolishedness or burnt down buildings or anything like that. So it looked really nice. It looked very inviting, and especially that there's a little spot for the kids to go play in those little ride thingies and the little picnic tables to sit down and you need to get a drink. There's a Coke machine there, so it was more inviting and more of a little environment. So so that's kind of like the compare and contrast between the two malls during this outlet mall war particular vlog of mine. And if I really had a pinpoint, because like again, some people might say hands down Calhoun or hands down Dalton. I'm going to say probably by a few percentage points, I'm going to go with the Calhoun Outlet Mall. And I really want to root for Dalton, and I'm all about the Dalton vlogs and all that, but I just think it looks nicer. But I just think we need something to look more like their example for the Dalton Outlet Mall. So I'm hoping we're going to get something very similar looking about that as well. But for places to eat in the Calhoun Outlet Mall, there is places to eat on the outside of the mall. There's like an Applebee's, there's a Ruby Tuesday, which we went to go get a burger earlier, and there's a few other places to eat around that area. Then you keep going down the Rome Fairmount exit on the opposite side. There's more places to eat down that way too. So it's an inconvenience to go eat, because you go shopping and you want to go eat somewhere decent. You have to actually drive there when you can't really get there yourself when you're kind of there. But what I liked about the Dalton Mall is that you could do your shopping and then you go get a steak at Outback Steakhouse, or get some delicious Mexican food, or go to the oyster pub if you have a taste for some oysters. So that's what the best thing about what the Dalton one had to offer, in my opinion. So, but Calhoun, when it comes to everything else, like the type of stores and the environment and all that, I would say that Calhoun is the winner in my book. But we will keep updating on both sides of the malls whenever we are available to visit. So, well, my friends, that's going to do it for today. I hope everybody enjoyed this particular episode, just something different. I haven't done like a compare and contrast vlog in quite some time. I've done other things like Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, or Duck Donuts versus Krispy Kreme. Those are my early adventures when I first started out the channel. So it's been a good minute since I did a compare and contrast video. So, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular vlog. If you want to see any more of my adventures, be sure that you hit subscribe and ring that notification bell if you're a returning viewer or just new to the channel, and welcome to the channel. I'll see you guys in some future episodes. Eat well and keep your mind walking. I'll see you guys very soon. Bucky, how'd you take my stuff?